In this section we're going to look at the main areas of the oscilloscope you need for basic measurements. On looking at the oscilloscope, it appears to be full of lots of different buttons and knobs you need to get to know. But in fact it's divided into three functional areas. And the good news is that for most basic signal measurements you only need to know these three areas: the vertical adjust, the horizontal adjust and the trigger. The first area, the vertical adjust, sets the scale of the voltage on the vertical part of the screen. Looking at the vertical control, you can see that they're actually composed of two identical columns of buttons with two connectors underneath, labelled channel 1 and channel 2. That is because this is a two-channel oscilloscope and allows us to look at two signals at the same time, which can be very useful. The vertical controls allow independent setting of each channel. If I adjust the voltage scale there, you can see the effect on the screen of changing the scale. It's important to remember at this point that I'm not actually changing the voltage, I'm zooming in and out of the screen. And if you look at the number underneath, the number is changing as I change the scale. That number 1 volt represents 1 volt per box there, so we can actually work out how high that voltage is. This control works exactly the same as the vertical control, except it sets the time. This is called the time-based adjust. And if you look down at the bottom of the screen, you'll see the figure changing, which indicates the amount of time per division there, so we can actually work out how long each wave takes as it changes. It's important to remember that, again, we're not actually changing the frequency of the wave, we're just zooming in out on different parts as I change the time base. Without the trigger control, the wave would appear as a complete motion on the screen. The trigger control allows us, as its name implies, to trigger the display to put the same part of the wave on the screen at the same time. The effect of this is allows the picture to appear to be frozen to us. As I set the trigger there, you can see it makes the picture appear to be still, even though it's still changing. This is similar to the effect of, say, in strobe lighting effect in a discotheque or something, where a flashing light is coming at the same frequency of somebody hopping around. So that's the three main areas for adjusting. Along with these three areas, there's a set of side buttons here which are more refined adjustment for those three areas. For example, if I select the trigger button and the channel, I can change which channel has been triggered. And all these buttons have similar functions.